I think these are the kind of serious sporting event that people really want to see on YouTube.
You just
Going. I should ate like a whole pizza. You know. Hi everybody and welcome to another video. My name is Matt and this is What Matters to Matt. And today's video is going to be all about a race that I did with my daughter just a couple of weeks ago now on her birthday. We had watched a video earlier on in the year from the running channel where they did a pizza mile. I think it's a little bit of take on a beer mile. But after showing that video to my daughter, we made the decision that on her birthday, when she turned 13, we would find ourselves some pizza, we would find ourselves a track, and we would make it happen. So 2 weeks ago on her birthday, we got it done. All right, so the idea around this run is pretty simple. You find yourself a 400-meter track. Every time you do one of these laps, when you get back to the start-finish line, you eat yourself a piece of pizza. You do that 4 times. First one to finish wins the race. Now, we had 2 very important decisions to make going into this race. The first one was, where were we actually going to run? So we picked a local crushed rock track just a couple minutes from the house. But secondly, and far more important, was what kind of pizza were we going to eat during this run? We ended up choosing just cheese pizza, and we didn't order a pizza. We figured by the time we got to the track, it was going to be cold, it was going to be wet, it was going to be a little bit soggy, it was going to be rainy, all those things. So we didn't want to spend the money on getting some really nice takeout pizza. We went to the local grocery store, bought a couple of frozen cheese pizzas, cooked them first thing in the morning before we headed off to the track. Headed off to the track, set up the table, had that all ready to go for the run. Let's get into the race. So finally, we're at the racetrack and we're getting ready to go. And my first mistake when we got there was to ask my daughter whether she wanted to warm up or not. Okay, when are you ready?
Easy. Oh, no. Never mind.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. And if you check out my Strava, and I'll put a link to my Strava in the description down below, follow me, I'll follow you. We can give each other all kinds of kudos. But she said, no, let's just get the race started. She was just really excited to get going. And I'm a little bit older than 13, so my body doesn't do so well hitting the go right away. But we did that anyways. It's her birthday. It's up to her. Probably my first mistake. Okay, so lap number 1, and my strategy for this race was simple. Let her go out fast and catch her. Pace myself. I'm older, I'm wiser, I have more experience. I should be able to do this. I should be able to beat my 13-year-old daughter in a pizza mile. I have been training for a pizza mile for my entire life. This should be easy. So what did I do? I let her go ahead, and by about 3/4 of the way through that first lap, I could tell that she had gone out a little bit quick. She was a little bit too excited, and I was able to pass her and take over the lead in that first lap and come in to the start-finish line way ahead of her. This is a really good time in the video to point out the division of pizza. I said earlier that we had 2 12-inch frozen cheese pizzas. The way we actually divide those out was I took one of those pizzas, cut it in half, and out of that half, I created 4 slices, and those were my daughter's 4 slices. Now, for my pizza, I took that whole pizza, cut it into 4, and those were the 4 slices that I would have to eat. So, at the end of the day, I had twice as much pizza that my daughter had to eat. And I'm not making excuses, but I think that was mistake number 2. So lap number 2. By the time I started lap 2, my daughter was already over halfway through her second lap. But I still had a lot of confidence that over the course of the 4 laps, I would be able to catch up to her. Something in the back of my head said just keep it steady and I would be able to catch her. But there were a number of reasons why that just likely wasn't going to happen. Okay, so let's go over why I'm going to lose this race. Number 1, the pizza. Oh, that's just too much. Number 2, got a headache. Didn't sleep well. I think I got a pulled hamstring. Maybe some food poisoning. All the things. And my daughter's just too fast. Coming into the start-finish line after lap 2, my daughter was already getting ready to start lap 3, and the only chance that I had of catching her was that the pizza would eventually get to her and she would have to slow down tremendously for me to be able to catch her in the last couple of laps. Now, the other key player in this race was my son. He had 2 very important rules. First one being that he would have to check us to make sure that we ate our entire piece of pizza before he let us go to start the next lap. The second rule, and perhaps if you were to ask him the more important rule, was that he would eat the other half of the pizza that my daughter didn't eat that we had left over from the race. Lap 3, and I get the sense they're cheating a little bit. But I'm not speaking English. By the time I finished that 3rd lap and that 3rd slice of pizza, my daughter was already around finishing up her 4th lap and only had 1 slice of pizza left to go. I knew for sure that there was no way that I was going to be able to beat her. Quite frankly, I knew a couple of laps before that there was probably no way that I was going to be able to win. But I gave my all in that 4th lap, and there was so much dough and so much cheese sitting in my stomach, I can confidently say that I love pizza and I love running. But putting the 2 together in the same event, not that comfortable. I think these are the kind of serious sporting event that people really want to see on YouTube. Man, it's almost like I got a bunch of cheese and a bunch of dough sitting in my stomach. So earlier this summer, in what would have truly been me crushing Zoe, we were going to run, was that a 5K or 10K? Was it 5K?
Yeah. I would have crushed you.
Called the Not Since Moses. And the Not Since Moses was run along the ocean floor, Nova Scotia, Canada, and it got canceled due to some bad weather. So we still got our medals. And Dylan, you want to put one on Zoe?
Yeah.
This
Better one.
is us earning the medals. Hold it up.
Yeah.
So that is it, guys. A little bit of a different video. My daughter was actually able to destroy me in that pizza mile, but it was so much fun, and she was so excited, and that's one of the reasons why I do this video. And in fact, she said after we did that race was that this was something that she wanted to do every year on her birthday. I am going to train harder. I am going to eat more pizza to make sure that I am ready for next year's race. My son, actually, after eating that half a pizza that he was sitting on the sidelines during that race, About an hour after that, he was asking me what we were going to have for lunch. He had some leftover chicken wings. But I really, really enjoyed making that video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Give me a like on this video. Put a comment in the comment section down below. What is one of those fun races that you've done? Those one-offs that you didn't really train for, but you got so excited and had so much fun at. And this is the type of event that I really, really enjoy. That's it, guys. Follow me on Strava. Follow me on Instagram. Give a like to this video. Subscribe to the channel. My name is Matt, and this has been What Matters to Matt. And ultimately, what matters to me most is my family. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be